Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxies Legends. Gainsby here, and today we're going to be doing some reverse engineering of some starfighter parts. Alright, we're just chilling right outside of my bunker here on Rory, and actually right across the way we've got another house here. So my bunker, for reasons I don't even know, is named, well, where's the name of it? Oh, we gotta highlight it, I guess. Oh, the HUD is turned off. Ecstasy of the Stars. There she is. That's the bunker. And then over here we have this little house. So they're kind of, let's force run there. No one's around. No one has to know we're a Jedi. Agony of the Stars is this little house here, which is not little. I think it's actually a large style house. But in this house, once everything loads, there's a bunch of starfighter parts. And we're actually going to grab some stuff here that we don't really need, because I'm just going to show you an example. So reverse engineering works like this. The level of the starfighter part that you want to reverse engineer, level 4 for example, you need 4 of the same parts. If it's level 6, you need 6. And by the same, I mean if it's a reactor, you need, if you want to reverse engineer level 6, you need 6 level 6 reactors. Let me show you for example. We'll actually do level 6 reactors here, because I'm sure some of these I don't need and they're garbage and all that good stuff. Like this one is kind of on the low side of everything. Well, now that I look at these, I'm kind of like, well, this one's not too bad looking. Okay, yes, you do have to look at all of the stats here, basically. And, oh my goodness, let's just do a level. This is hard when you're actually a reverse engineer and you're making your own starfighter parts. You want to make sure that you're good. You're good. Level 4 boosters are always good. There's a certain stat that I have to look for first. You got to look through all your parts. You gotta look through all your parts. Maybe I should have prepared for this before I made the video, but actually what I'm looking for isn't here. Okay, I've got some around here. I've got like some low end stuff. Oh no, maybe I don't. Here's some armor. What kind of levels we got on this armor? Level 6. If I have 6 level 6 armors, we'll just grab those, because I'm fairly certain. And what we'll do, yeah, this is gonna work perfectly. Okay, level 6 armor. So we're gonna craft a level 6, or rather, we're gonna reverse engineer a level 6 armor. And it doesn't have to be the same kind of armor, just as long as it's all armor and it's all level 6. So the stats here, this is the most important thing to look for: reverse engineering level. If you do not see that on the part, that means that it cannot be reverse engineered, which means it's either been crafted or it's been reverse engineered already. Once something is reverse engineered, you can't reverse engineer it further. Also, since this part's a little confusing, if it's a level 10 item, like a weapon for example, and it has 10 stats, because weapons have armor versus shields, mass, energy drain, armors versus damage versus armor. Let me just show you. Here's the level 8 starfighter weapon. Lag. All of those stats there: armor, hit points, reactive energy drain, mass, damage versus shields versus armor, energy per shot, refire rate. When you craft a level 8 weapon, which you need 8 level 8 weapons if you're going to reverse engineer, it's going to pick, when you reverse engineer, it takes the best statistics from each level 8 gun you put in there. And note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Note that there are 9 stats on a level 8 weapon. So one of those is going to be, you know, you're going to be mixing and matching at that point. You just have to pick the best stats you can from all of your weapons. That's level 8. Level 9 and 10, you know, since you're going to use 10 weapons to reverse engineer. On level 10, for example, you can add more to play around with it a little bit, you know. If you need a higher stat in one of those things, you have 2 additional weapons that you can throw in there to make it higher. Because once it's reverse engineered, it takes all the best stats. So let me do this real quick here. Do I have any more level 6 armors? I got 1. Okay, I got 1 in here. So let's take a look at all. So we compare. The one on the right is in storage. It's got 786 armor and hit points. It's got 14,000 mass. I mean, this one right here is already higher. So this piece is pretty much, we're not going to use that. So we'll take all these. This one right here, a 6,476.7 mass. That's low mass. That's pretty good. You know, from the last episode, I showed you guys the stc.txt. And I'm gonna actually look at this to make sure we're not playing around with a really good part. This armor here for 1,269 is really good, so I'm actually going to not use it. As low as 6,000 mass is, it's not 95%. So we're gonna pull this one out, and we'll actually bring this garbage one that I was saying is garbage earlier. So since we're gonna, oh, this is a level 9. I grabbed the wrong one. Hold on. The beauties of reverse engineering. Here we go. And this level 6 one should be good. Yeah. The beauty of reverse engineering is like organizing the parts. At first it's difficult, but in time it gets easier and easier, and you can really do it in just a few seconds. So let me tell you what's going to happen. We're going to reverse engineer these level 6 armors. So we've got 6 armors here, and it's going to pick the best stats out of all of them. So the best stats on these is this one, armor and hit points 917.5, and we're going to get a bonus on top of that. It's not going to be crazy because this is only level 6, but it'll increase a little bit. It'll be slightly higher than 917.5. And then our mass, we want the lowest mass possible, so that one is going to be the lowest, 6,476.7. And we're going to get a bonus on top of that that'll probably drop our mass down to about 6,000 maybe. So we've got our parts that we need to reverse engineer. Let's head over to my reverse engineer, my shipwright, and we'll hand these off to her and get this done. So we're on the planet Rory right now. We're going to be cruising on over to our guild city, New Dawn. And I have a Starfighter lounge set up there where I do sell high-end Starfighter parts. However, the inventory is empty right now. A purchase was just recently made on an armor piece that I was selling, which is amazing. I'm so happy that it sold. But the grind begins for more parts, and these are what those are parts that I'm not going to be using myself. But they're really good still. You can make a lot of money doing that. If you're not interested in keeping Starfighter parts, there's millions of dollars worth of millions of credits worth of stuff. So this is a Starfighter lounge, and this here is my shipwright. She's set up on a sneeze macro. Deathlease is her name. I'm actually going to just throw these in a box. Let's actually Yeah, let's just do these. Throw these in this box here. And I'm going to have a seat right here while the shipwright makes the stuff. Okay. Seems like it's weird, but here we are. There I am sitting there in the chair, and we are now on my shipwright. So what you need to do is you need to level up a trader or talk to somebody who's already a shipwright and they can reverse engineer something for you. I'm wanting to show you the tree for this right now, but it's been a while. Here we go. Structure trader. Where's the this is the shipwright stuff over here. You want to max all these out, and then you've got yourself a shipwright. So you can pause it and look at that and do what you need to do later. Some of the other things you might want to do differently. So we put the items in this box here. So we remove the items. Yes. Yes. Okay. And now we're going to need one of these, a component analysis tool. Your shipwright can craft these. You can purchase them from vendors across the galaxy. Guildmates will eventually just give you these, because look at these. I got 2 boxes here full of component analysis tools, and there's more behind the counter there. But we're going to craft up a level 6 armor. We're going to reverse engineer, not craft. So we just throw all of these level 6 armors, all 6 of them, into the component analysis tool. And now that they're all in there, we click Analyze Component. And this tells you, like, here's the final output. Here's what happened. You can't change it once you do that. This is the stats. So the mass went down to 6,152. Okay, man. And then the hit points, which was 917, went up to 963. So great. We got lower mass and higher armor and hit points. Perfect. And now the fun part, we get to name it. So really this part's probably the most time consuming, because this will be floating around in the galaxy if you choose to give it away. You never know at what point someone will destroy it or just, like, you know, end up getting sold. But if it makes it, it's gonna be in the galaxy for a while, floating around. So you want to give it a good name, right? I mean, this part, I spend a lot of time thinking about names sometimes.
2 hours later.
Oh man, like I said, this is a long process. We'll just call it like a Gainsby's experimental. Wait a second. How do you spell experimental? Is that right? Oh man, now I sound. Now I don't sound so smart. Experimental, I'm pretty sure, is XPIRIMENT. Experimental armor. And now, even if that's not right, we're gonna just leave it. Experimental. Pretty sure that's right. So now it's named Gainsby's Experimental Armor. And I'm gonna look up really quick to make sure. I feel 100% confident, but let's see if my confidence is gonna be shot down today by a spelling error. I spelled experimental wrong. It is EXPERIMENTAL. And you can't rename it either. So we're gonna hide this. We're gonna hide this where no one can ever see it. It's actually big. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna hold on to it. But anyway, that's the final. Everybody sees it already here on the YouTube. So there it is, the misspelled Gainsby's Experimental Armor. You can see the name of it up here, and it looks, it's not so bad. I would like it to have over 1,000 armor and hit points, but for the sake of a YouTube video and showing you guys how to reverse engineer stuff, it's as simple as that. You don't need any special armor, rings, anything like that. You just need a component analysis tool, throw your items in there, and there you have it. Let's hop back over to Gainsby. Alright, so that's how you reverse engineer stuff, guys. Easy stuff. You just need to focus on like what part it is you want. You want to get the best stats on all the parts, 95% or higher. In the last episode, you've seen the stc.txt. Now you know how to reverse engineer. Experiment, play around a little bit. Don't use really good parts with really bad parts. Make sure you've got all of your bases covered. It can take a while sometimes before you actually go to the final process of reverse engineering. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Y'all have a great time.